Taurus, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading, Taurus. We are going to connect with energies through the angels. I'm going to start this channeling with the angel's message. This reading that I am doing now will make sense to you in the next 48 to 72 hours because they are telling me that you are going to receive news that is quite big, quite important for you. And it will be within the next 48 hours. So you have to prepare because, well, the angel of retreat is talking to us about this. Retreat is about a moment offered to Taurus, a moment of tranquility. You are in need of that retreat, that moment of mental silence to clear your mind and focus on your truth and your priorities. Perhaps it is so you can prepare yourself to face everything that is coming your way, right? Perhaps it is so that you can prepare yourself to face all of this that is coming, right? And so what happens? You can sense that from where you are standing right now, you are putting an immense amount of pressure on yourself. The angels are here to gently remind you that rest is actually the most essential and natural cycle for all living beings. Just think for a moment about the mighty oak tree. It grows in powerful, rapid spurts, and then it pauses to rest and replenish its energy, doesn't it? It is truly necessary for you to honor your own need for that same kind of natural rhythm and stillness, rather than constantly pushing yourself to keep moving forward without a break. Make sure you are as connected as possible between the spiritual and the emotional, as it is also important to nourish yourself with that sustenance, that spiritual and emotional nourishment. While you rest, take time to reflect on the authentic feelings and desires of your heart, because perhaps you have them a little forgotten. The angels come today to speak to you through the heart. When you listen and are faithful to your feelings, you walk hand in hand with God and your angels. You will know that these are divine indications of absolute truth, and nothing will be imaginary or an illusion. It opens up to reveal the very essence of your life. At this moment, all of those things that signify true miracles for you, or perhaps the dreams you have been longing to see come to fruition, are finally being set into motion, preparing to manifest in a way that aligns perfectly with your highest good and your deepest soul intentions. Let's see what the angels are telling us now for Taurus in the reading. It would be good, a conscious retreat in the sense that if your body is asking you for a rest, a small vacation, that you take it into account to be alone a little bit, to take a pause. Let's see, to turn off your head a little, to disconnect a bit from social media, from information, from the bombardment of information that we obviously have all the time today, right? Let's see what the angels tell us now. I remind you, Taurus, that these are generalized readings. If you want to address your specific case, you can have a personal consultation with me. You always do it through the website, and the address is always here in the video, but I also leave you a pinned comment on your sign so that you can go directly and be able to enter the page and choose the reading of your preference there. How brutal. Because there are two cards that are telling us about an imminent change. The Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. And they're situations that are literally and really related to the angel's advice. One speaks to me of needs for recognition, needs for change at an economic level, and another at an emotional level. Because both aspects, the spiritual aspect and the economic aspect, can perfectly go hand in hand, just like the emotional one, right? And it is here that that energy of mental rest enters. Because you have to consider that life is preparing a new opportunity for you. You have to take it because this opportunity is very convenient. You have to understand that something has happened in your life or is about to happen for some reason. So you have to free yourself from what is regret, sadness, anger, rage, adapt to this new reality, and prepare yourself for what is coming. Because if you open yourself to what these opportunities are and you free yourself from all that, surely what will happen is that you will look and realize how the positive side of life brings you something wonderful. And you feel full and totally happy, right? First of all, to be overcoming these conflicts and also to embrace what is the change that can come hand in hand with the economic or relational aspect, because there is a Three of Swords here. Many of you perhaps are suffering from a great emotional void because a breakup, a split, a situation that caused a lot of pain and generated a lot of anguish may have presented itself here. Taurus, it is time to free yourself from all that, and above all, from this situation, to come out evolved or resilient, and with it a learning experience to, well, see how we get out again. Honestly, the way I feel is that whether it's because of work-related matters or simply things happening in your personal life, something is going to change for you here. Something is going to change here, allowing you to manifest from a completely different place, or at the very least, it will provide you with a feeling that is very different from disappointment, from the wound, or from that negative perspective. Things are shifting for you to embrace this new energy. You have to focus on what may come to pass, not on the wounds or the pain that what I had and is gone left me. or what I no longer have because I lost it. And life is putting another opportunity in front of us, the opportunity to regain energy, to embrace the nature of change, to move, to mutate all this and take the opportunity to pass to the other side. Opportunities are within reach in a crisis, and it is only a matter of time for this to change. But if we keep staying there, like remaining in that problem and in that pain, we are not capable of seeing the opportunity. Don't get angry with me, Taurus, especially if you keep wallowing in self-pity. This is also a moment where you should understand that you can actually receive, well, help. You can understand that this emotional loss has been, at this moment, the best thing that could have happened to you. It happened for a reason. So you have to have the focus on what you have, not on what you lost. Do not obsess over that, nor less from a place of guilt, because the change is there. That is why, once again, that is the message of the angel that speaks to us about the retreat. Retreat to be with yourself, to meditate, to attend to yourself again, to take into account many things that perhaps obviously you feel lost, right? To recover that. The same if it has to do with a money matter. This is a moment to carefully evaluate matters regarding this and determine certain priorities, such as whether things like economic issues or relational issues are more important to you, for example. Now is the time to really look at what is essential for your path moving forward today. And there, well, start to see what you need to do, how you channel your energy into each of those areas or situations to find that way out, to find that solution. Because the Five of Cups is a card that also tells us there are emotions here related to a disappointment and a loss, all because there is a Three of Swords present in the reading. So it may be that you have a great disappointment because some type of project did not work out or some goal that you had ahead of you was not met. You had dedicated your energy, or you had projected your energy also emotionally towards something, and it did not work out. Likewise, this may refer to events of the past that in some way continue to provoke pain, regret, and annoyance in your lives. The only solution here is to change the mental chip you have, because here Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael work to make you notice also that this passes. Time time is healing all of these wounds. And it is leading you toward a much better situation, right? Let us see what the cards have to say, Taurus. Oh, look, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles, impressive. And here we have the Nine of Swords. Of course, the thing is that you are very anxious, right? And it is understandable. It is hard for you to fall asleep. There is quite a bit of mental daze. That is why the retreat. You have to heed the signs of the body and understand that this can also be describing to us a moment of anguish. Mental anguish, a mental anguish that arises within you and feels negative regarding your actions and your capabilities, all because you're feeling a lack of desire and motivation. Do not let yourself be struck down by this, because your pain can turn into insomnia, into fear, into depression, into loneliness, into isolation. You also have to be careful about pushing away those people who want to help you, because there is the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles that just came out, which is the balance. It is the tranquility that finding the resources we are needing, economic and also emotional, generates. We must let ourselves be helped, even if those feelings are based on a reality where finding a clear solution right now feels difficult for you. Open yourself to receiving the support you truly need at this time. Help and advice, you can receive help and advice. The help is here. It arrived. There is the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is that very favorable card that tells Taurus, calm down because you did good things, you did things for others, and life also has something prepared for you, right? That is why the opportunity for success is there, which is also linked to generosity. So this means that your prosperity may be arising from a previous investment. It may be arising from an investment in others, from some place of time, of knowledge, of money. Financial investment, certainly, or the advice you gave, or the support you gave to someone. So here it means that for you emerges what you are needing from what is also the support, that it generates for you what comes as a resource so that you can recover again and be well to find a solution. You have an Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a very powerful card when we want to begin, when we want to start something in one way or another. Ace of Pentacles suggests something very positive for you because your life is entering a very powerful period of productivity, a period where you will have work that is greatly rewarded. Obviously, the reward, the payment, will be at the level of the work that you are willing to do. And it is a period where Taurus will also see that they can be trusting in what is a relationship and a feeling, because it is truly a card that speaks to us of a happy situation. You will be finding yourself in a happy situation since you're coming out of everything I told you about in the first line of the reading and in the Nine of Swords, right? That is why the Ace of Pentacles is a card that is very, very important for you to consider, that this resource arrives at the moment it is most needed, and it must be taken. It must be taken. Just as you were there so many times for other people at this moment, whether they are people or yourself or situations that have timely resources now, may they be welcome. Because that is what is going to lift you up and what is going to recover you. And you then have the context to develop whatever you want to develop and be able to resurface from all this complication. You are finding a deeper meaning in your life as you realize that you can invest in many things regarding this Ace of Pentacles and reap the rewards, provided, of course, that you are truly willing to put in the work to make it happen. Because this is being delivered to you directly from the heavens, it is a sacred seed that comes from above. You will have to plant it carefully within your life, into that specific terrain of your soul, which must be kept fertile and full of vitality. You have the responsibility to nurture it, ensuring that the ground remains prepared, energized, and ready to receive the immense potential and growth that this divine gift is destined to bring you. That is why you cannot be in the Nine of Swords, and much less in the sadness of the lines above, of the reading above, because it is a moment where you are going to attempt something and you are not going to fail. It is also a moment where I would like you to understand that more than ever, you have to nourish yourself from the conditions that are going to arise. It is only going to depend on you, the commitment that you want to put into this, right? You will see something grow, you will harvest something and you will see it grow, and that will motivate you. It will motivate you. And you will notice the difference because you will reach goals that motivate you at this moment. And obviously you will have this money or stability or projects or progress, or it could also be the beginning of something that motivates you a lot and inspires you a great deal. And for you, it is very important regarding what is a relationship that is characterized by being stable and lasting, or also a job or something that you want to build for yourself. Do not limit yourself to thinking about it. Do not limit yourself to thinking only about it, because sometimes in the spaces that is it, we think and think and think and we do nothing, and we think about all the possibilities and all the results, but we stay right there. Simply do it. The angels say, do it. Impressive reading, Taurus. I ask that you trust and that you decree so that this may come to pass.